Hey, YouTube world, we are live! Yay!
We are live from our island?
Yeah, from our dining room.
From our dining room.
Well, not really, no, this is our kitchen. That is such a cool view. Oh my goodness, look
I
how big it
know.
is there.
This is what we see, guys. This is why we fell in love with this condo. The view we have here, even though there's might be building a building over there eventually, which we'll lose, but just the view here is beautiful. Like we love
It's pretty
it.
phenomenal.
Yeah,
We're very lucky.
Yeah, we're very lucky.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys are having a good Sunday. Happy Easter.
Yes.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter, everyone. I hope you're enjoying your time with your household. I guess we would have to say, because you can't really say with your family, because most of us had to social distance. But hopefully you were able to somehow do a virtual chat.
We got to have virtual dinner with my mom and Nick's mom tonight, which was cool. It was cool, and then we're thinking of booking something with his sister too.
We're doing something next Saturday for your birthday.
Yes,
with
we're
friends,
having
with
our
close friends.
Yeah, with a few of my close friends, we're gonna have like a right before karaoke.
Yes, on Saturday.
So we're gonna have
Karaoke
that.
Saturday. So what did Kim just say? She said, my family from the U.S. Rosie said, and all ends on off Canada Zoom meeting. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's been a weird week. We can't lie. It's
continuously been weird.
It's just
not
weird.
like it's not like all of a sudden things are just things are great. It's easy.
Well, we go through moments of forgetting. We go through moments of not thinking about it, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, like a funny thing today, when I thought about it first time today, was when we went to have lunch and we only had 6 eggs left, and I'm like, oh my god.
We have to decide eggs today or eggs
for the next 6 days. No, 3 days.
And we had to decide with eggs. We had a salad for lunch on a weekend.
Which has never had been a thing. Well, we had no chicken made either, so it was like a vegetarian salad.
It was delicious.
It was awesome.
So we still made it work, and we're making it work pretty well.
But that's when I thought, back in the day, we would have jumped in the car to go get something, and now we think we're not even thinking twice. It wasn't even an option.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, we know we have to go back to the groceries sometime this week, but we're not gonna make an extra trip out of it. It's one trip. So
we're trying to eat what we have.
Yeah. Try to do with what we have, because you know what? We still have a lot of food in here, no matter which way we look at it.
So today's word of the week is mood. We'll get to the topic shortly, but like we've done
what a weird word to talk about today, because there's going to be moods all over the place.
Yeah. So the first thing we want to talk about is our weigh-in. So we did weigh in yesterday. We talked about it during our workshop, but I weighed in at 186.3. I went down 1.1, so I'm overall 102.7 now. So I'm still going down, but I feel a very big difference in my body, and I talked about it yesterday. I feel thinner. I feel like I can suck in my gut again. My muffin top is less muffiny, and everybody laughs when I say that, but it's true. It feels like
calling him a cupcake instead.
I don't have as much skin hanging over the sides of my pants, and so I feel like I'm losing inches, just not the scale yet, which makes sense because it's the first time we've been working out in months.
Yeah, and I'm up 0.5, so I'm at 187.2, but I'm not really worried about that because it's 0.5, and I know my body is very weird. Especially now that I'm at a weight that I've been able to maintain for so long, it's going to take a lot. And I'll be honest with you, for me, the type of workout we're doing right now is just building my muscle, and so I'm not able to lose weight. I need cardio. I need hard cardio to lose weight. And I mean machine cardio. Yeah. Because the cardio that we're doing is strength cardio.
And that's why I think that's why, and Rosie was talking about this earlier herself. She was saying how she's not noticing weight loss, but she's noticing things are changing on her body, and that's what happens when you start doing exercise. It's true that muscle weighs more than fat, and a lot of people say, well, I don't want to gain muscle then because I'll gain weight, but the thing is that the muscle helps you lose the fat.
Completely. Once you build your muscle is what actually chews the fat away.
Yeah, and what happens eventually, your body gets to a point where your fat to muscle ratio gets to a point where your muscles now start taking over, and your muscles your fat starts to shrink instead of your muscle. Well, so it also helps you lose weight. And remember, we always said my 30-pound. I always had that 30-pound stuck. I was always plateauing after 30 pounds. And this time we kept working through it through workouts and exercise, and that's why I think I always got stuck there. It was my body. It was my equalness in my fat and muscle. And that's why I would get stuck there so long.
Well, that's exactly it. Like Kiffy, freaky fit Wolf said here too that I'm not losing weight, but I'm losing body fat. Which
Exactly.
Is it.
And I think that's just as important.
And not only that, we were only doing more of like an aerobic class, but now we're going to be doing some step as well in there. And we lucked out and we ended up getting
Les Mills on
a
demand.
30-day Les Mills on demand trial. So we're going to be using a lot of different classes.
Yeah.
And we also think changing our workouts to the morning are going to really help us out in this, because when we were on our journey to get to where we're at now, we worked out in the morning.
Yeah.
So we're thinking changing our routine a little bit. Like we've always said, once things start feeling too comfortable, you got to make yourself uncomfortable.
And so we tell it to a lot of people. A lot of people say, well, I've been doing this for years and I'm not losing anything. Sometimes you need to shock your body and switch something out. If it's just even the time when you work out, the activity you're doing, try something new. Try something that you're doing already, but increase it. Try something a little harder at what you're doing. So if you're walking, walk maybe a little longer, walk a bit faster, include those poles.
The Nordic poles.
Yeah.
And yes, Julie, we did get the Peloton app too. Like, go
we
out
got it
there
as
and get
well,
these
yeah.
apps. Like, Peloton is offering 90-day trial for their app right now. So
And it includes yoga.
it's got
classes.
yoga, it has classes. So go download the app and take advantage of all this stuff right now. It's completely worth it.
Yeah, you want
Hi,
to take
Tina.
advantage of the stuff that you can get for, what you want to
Happy
what you can
Easter,
get
Rose
for
Pal.
free right now, because a lot of us are like, there's a lot of stuff not going on right now. For right now, we don't have our gym membership going on, so we need to find a way to we can't just quit, guys. And that's what we keep telling a lot of people. You can't just give up. This is a hard time. It definitely is, but you can't undo all you've done already. You have to try to at least. This will help you get through the rest, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like this being healthy right now and trying to concentrate more on our health is also making us forget a bit about what's going on out there sometimes. We kind of forget what's happening, and it gives us a chance to escape, especially working out. It completely lets you forget about what's happening, and then when you walk out of it, you're like, oh wow, and you feel just so refreshed. And
Well, it's kind of funny because that goes into our topic of today. It's like when you get these moments of mood swings and moods that happen, and I'm sure right now everyone's mood is running the gamut.
Yeah.
It's probably a little bit everywhere right now. So like, activity is a huge part of a mood enhancer.
Yeah.
So back to recapping this week a little bit. We worked from home once again. So this was week 4 for us that we worked from home. We're working into week 5.
It feels like Groundhog Day. We won't lie. It feels like Groundhog Day.
And every day we worked out once again, Monday through Friday. We did 4 days this week because we took
Wednesday off.
Wednesday
to do
off.
groceries. Yeah.
We had to do groceries. But we were still there. It was great. We did a body. We did a step class. That's changing this week, though, of course. But we'll talk about that in a little bit.
So Saturday we did some virtual workshop visits. So if we visited your workshop, say hello. We went to St. John, Newmarket, Mississauga South, so Applewood, Brantford, Dartmouth, Barrie, Brampton, Montreal, Langley, Calgary Northeast, and Coquitlam. We tried to join the Edmonton Northeast meeting, but we couldn't get in.
Yes, and I know someone asked us yesterday during our live show, and I unfortunately remembered after when we were on our workshop, and we tried to get into that 12:30 meeting, and no one was accepting us into that meeting. So I do apologize for that. If maybe we had the wrong time zone, or if it was at the wrong time, I'm not sure. So we do apologize about that. And yes, we are both currently working from home. We have been for the last little bit. It's been interesting.
And a body, if you want to look, we posted a link earlier today.
Hi, Cheryl.
A body is a low impact fitness class that you can do. It's basically dancing for 45 minutes with a bunch of people on Zoom. It's a lot of fun.
It's almost like just walking in place, but walking forward, walking back. Some what's it called? Grapevines and knee kicks and low kicks. But it really gets your heart going, and it's a great way to get some calories burned, and some good music and some nice people.
So we had a ton of fun at the workshops this weekend, and so next week we'll be doing workshops throughout the week. So we'll talk about that in a bit. But if you want us to visit your workshop, the best way is to just comment anywhere that we are on any social media. Send us a message and just tell us your workshop group, your day of your meeting, the time, and the coach. And that's how we'll find the code and how to get in and to actually visit you guys.
The body class usually lasts about 45 minutes-ish. She starts exactly at 6:15 and it ends right a little bit after that.
Yeah, it's almost like Leslie Sansone.
Yeah, very similar to Leslie Sansone.
But more dancey, I find.
Yes, a lot more dancey.
Leslie Sansone is more walk, and like knee. This one's more like waves, and like you do stuff with your arms a little more. So no, the exercise is on Facebook. So
it's on Facebook.
Yeah.
A Body with Antonetta.
Yeah, just look for if anybody can get the link from Facebook and put it in a chat. That'd
In
be
the
great.
chat on YouTube, that would be
That'd
fantastic.
be great if anybody can. On YouTube we can put it on Facebook. We can put it later on YouTube. It'll be a little harder later.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then also yesterday we had our workshop at 3, which was an awesome workshop. We got to call Tracy.
Yes, we spoke to Tracy and Antonetta.
Yeah, so the coach who teaches.
So if you want to find out more about Antonetta and Tracy, so Antonetta is a body coach, and we interviewed her yesterday on our live workshop, and it was awesome.
So you guys can catch that on our Facebook page or on YouTube, so they're linked on our pages, so just go there and find it.
And we love this new format for that workshop, where we're introducing new people and interviewing new people.
I just forgot to.
What's
people,
that?
Anybody who wants to make sure they don't miss any of our links, because I see a lot of people saying, how do I find this, find that? Go to our website, www.gays.com. www.gays.com, we actually have a newsletter on there. Every time a video comes out, every time we do a tour, and any information you need gets emailed directly to your inbox. So a lot of you people asking these questions right now, go to our website, www.gays.com, sign up to our newsletter, so every time we post, you'll actually get a notification in your mailbox about what's going on with us, okay? I just thought of that right now, if anybody wants to be able to say, I saw people asking, how do you find this, how do you find that, and even for our dance parties and all that.
That's great, it's
right?
fantastic.
So that'd be a great way.
Karaoke next week.
Yes, karaoke.
It looks like YouTube, Facebook
Yes,
keeps...
that's fine. It keeps recording, and that's why there's always a delay. They're a little behind us now.
You're a
You'll
little
see here,
behind
they're
us.
a little behind us there. See?
Oh, look at
And
that.
it's still going, but
Yeah.
it's just a little delayed. So that's how they do it. Yeah.
So that way they can monitor what's being said, or yeah.
So and then yesterday we had our dance party. We had a lot of fun.
It was so much fun.
An hour and a half this time.
Sorry about I messed up the music, but it was my phone. My phone every time I would try to add this new song to the playlist, it would take over and play that song even though I was adding it to the end of the list. And I don't know why it was doing that, and it was frustrating me. It's very frustrated.
We still had fun. And then we were talking at the end to the group, and it cut off at the end. We were telling them a little tidbit of information, which we will share a bit right now today.
Yeah.
So we're working with WW on something happening next weekend. So for those of you wondering what it is, we don't even know ourselves what it is. We just know that something is happening and that we're working with them on. And so that's why we haven't scheduled anything.
Can you open that Leslie Gerard's message there?
Yeah. So that's why we haven't posted anything in our group about next Saturday yet, or Sunday. So we'll let you know once we know more. We will let you know what it is. But we can share that at least something is happening because it is next weekend, so we want to get you guys excited. So keep asking about it, because the more you ask about it, the more we will reveal, okay? So keep asking us about it. And
so I'm going to answer. Leslie said she's glad that we're still working. I'm glad you're still working out. Yeah, we're changing it up, but we are still working out Monday through Friday.
Just in the morning.
And it is difficult right now, Leslie. Leslie, this is one of the hardest times to be, so don't be hard on yourself.
Yeah.
I think that's what you need to give. Your body is doing extra work. Your body is reacting to things differently. All of our bodies are reacting to things differently right now. Just because I think our bodies are in fight or flight, we're afraid, we're scared, and that's again a mood.
It's also it's built into us as humans.
Yeah.
As humans, like as mammals, we are built to it's fight or flight. It's part of our instincts, right? So our instincts right now are to eat and to try to protect ourselves, and so that's what we tend to do. So.
Oh, Dawn, we are so sorry.
Oh,
Dawn's cousin passed away from COVID yesterday at 56 years old.
So sorry.
We are so sorry.
We were saying the day when we were going to start hearing news like this. So anybody out there who's like, our hearts go out to you. We do a lot of this stuff to try to keep people happy, but we understand right now it's a very tough time out there. So if we do want to emphasize that we understand the trials and tribulations that everyone's going through right now. And we get it. It's tough.
It's so tough.
It's funny because it's funny because you guys are watching this view out here. Since we've been here and everything's been isolated, it's been weird to see how deserted it is outside our condo. We have an IKEA across the street, and our area is always packed, and there's no one here anymore. And it's really weird. So and then just losing people, and it's just sorry for your loss.
Yeah, we're so sorry. This is I have to be honest. This is the first weve heard of someone that we know has lost someone. That affected, has lost someone actually. Yeah. And there might be other people that it has happened to, but we were never aware of it, so we apologize if... Oh, so sorry.
Okay, so on that note, we'll keep going, but please, if you guys need any help, just ask in the group. People will give you the love you need, okay?
Yeah.
Just
we love you guys. We love you, Richard and Dawn.
Okay.
Keep strong.
So... Today we had dinner with our moms.
Yep.
We relaxed. We didn't film anything. Sorry, guys.
We were going to,
We're going
and then
to.
we did have a phone call with someone, which was fun.
Yes, for a future guest.
For a future guest.
Yeah, you can say her name.
Yeah,
Lorraine.
it's Lorraine.
She's from East Coast.
She's from the East Coast.
Yes.
She was pretty She was pretty cool. We talked about
her journey.
her journey, and where she came from, and we'd love to introduce you guys to her.
Yeah.
Because she's gonna be our guest, not next weekend, but the weekend after.
Yeah. So now let's go to our topic,
Mhm.
mood, which is kind of a segue.
I'm gonna ask you, what's your mood right now?
Well, after this, hearing Dawn and Richard's thing, I'm kind of a little sad right now. I almost started crying. I tried to stop
I was
myself.
gonna say it's melancholy. I'm very it's very
We feel numb sometimes.
yeah.
And so, what does that make you want to do right now? Like, what is in your mind that your first thing you want to do?
It's funny. I think back in the day it would have been eat, but right now it's not eat.
You may still eat right now.
Really? Yeah.
I still eat. Like, I still want to.
Because we just had dinner.
Yeah.
But I know, you know what though? I know I could probably go eat something without even thinking about it though.
And that's, I think, what 90% of us would do. That's what moods do to you. Your moods start driving how you kind of interact. It kind of overpowers your mind. Think about when you're angry. This is a perfect example, which has nothing to do with food, but when you're angry, it makes you do things that when you're actually of sound mind, you would never do. You always sometimes reflect back, why did I do that? Because your moods take over your brain. They take over what.
Well, it's funny. I almost feel though anger is a feeling and a mood is more of but it's hard to explain. They intertwine.
Your mood is angry.
Yeah, I guess you're angry. You're in an angry mood.
Yeah. So moods affects us generally all the time, and that's why it's a good thing to talk about on your journey, because your mood will affect you throughout the way. And you'll probably notice throughout your journey that at the beginning when you first start, your first day you walk in W, most of us were probably so gung-ho and excited. We thought, we have this under the bag, we can do this, then we start the journey, and in the first few weeks we get good results, and we're like, oh my god, we're doing this, and then something happens, and something hits us off, and then our mood sours completely. We have one bad week, and that affects our mood, and then we go into the spiral, and we eat again, and we just either quit, or we give up. We've done it multiple times. And that's why I'm talking about your mood on this journey is very important, because if you can learn to understand your mood and how it's affecting you, you can learn to manipulate it in some way.
Well, yeah, you can learn how to, it's almost like the 5 Ds to avoid snacking again, right? And that same concept of you can delay it or distract it or do something else to get yourself into a different mood. And I think what's really important is we talk about this and we say this, I don't know how many times I talk about this, is we track everything.
Yeah.
We track our food, we track our points, we track our weight, we track this, but we never track our mood. And I say it, feelings normally, or how you feel when you eat something, but maybe track your mood when you're eating.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where we should be going in, is tracking how we feel when we eat the food, but how we feel before we eat the food.
Yeah.
Why am I going to this food? Is this a food that I go to because of this mood?
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, maybe you'll go for a healthier food if you're feeling happy.
And that's the thing too, guys. So once you start realizing these triggers and you start realizing and jotting them down, it becomes something that now you'll point out. Take, for example, I'm pretty sure 90% of us will be commuting to work, and on your commute, you will never notice anything along the way.
Oh yeah, we're on autopilot.
You're on autopilot. You'll drive to work. You won't even notice anything around you because you're so used to doing it. And that's what happens with your mood. You've been angry and gotten angry and happy and gone to food your entire life. So you're basically on autopilot to always say, I'm angry, or I'm this,
I need
chocolate,
yeah,
or I'm this, I need this.
Cake, or I need,
and
yeah.
so if you realize those triggers and you find ways to maybe circumvent it in some ways, that's what we've basically been able to kind of do with in terms of food. We have ways that if we want something, say we get to a point where our moods require us to have food, we'll try to gravitate to 0-point foods or snacks that we have that are better in points. Even if it means going over our points for the weekend, as long as we're still eating somewhat healthy foods, we're still at least doing a better option.
We had an aha moment the other day where
Yeah.
there's nothing in this house that is really a snack that's really going to jeopardize any of the situation that we're in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not going to jeopardize us gaining all our weight back. I mean, overeating will, because no matter what you look at, overeating is overeating, even if it's healthy people. Like, I mean, that's what we need to come to realize.
And that's why we always tell people about our 80-20 rule. Because you can't live your entire life tracking constantly. There's always a moment in your life where you're going to be somewhere where you just can't do it at that moment. But if you can look at your array of food around you, and you know, based on what you've learned from WW, what you've learned as healthy foods, you can gauge around what's around you and say, okay, you know what, right now it's lunchtime. I know tonight I'm doing this and I need a lot of points. But I'm looking at this lunch table here and I know that chicken is 0. And I know that egg is 0. I will make myself a plate. Even though I'm not tracking or counting, I'll still make myself a plate that is a lower point option in my head because I know that later on I'm going to have more indulgences. We live life like that a lot.
Yeah.
We sometimes go months without tracking because we live this way instead because we just can't track. It's just us. We're our horrible trackers.
Well,
We've talked about this.
And I think again it goes back to our mood, right? Yeah. Putting us in a situation where we have to, where there's moments where we don't feel like tracking. If we force ourselves to track, our mood is no longer. Our mood affects us, and we might not pick the foods, the right foods in a sense.
And so that's why that's why we talk about just understanding what your moods are and what you tend to do. And then like Jean-Luc said, maybe writing them down or trying to understand why you have these moods and why you're predisposition to go do something. And if you know now that your predisposition have this when it happens, try to curb it by changing it a little bit.
So I'm going to say stepping blindly yet faithfully. Tracking, we used to be the same way. We still don't like to track, but I'm not sure how you track. We don't track every single food. We don't track in bulk. We track in bulk. So we say breakfast, this many points, lunch, this many points, dinner, this many points. Yeah. So for us, we can never go back and get a history of what we ate that week because we don't know. So maybe tracking that way for you could work if that's not how you track. I'm not sure. So
there's a few comments I want to talk about on here. So Heather said, I have to track everywhere I free fall. I am obsessed. And we're not saying that's a bad thing. We're talking about those moments where you can't track. So say you're somewhere and you lose your phone. You're on a trip somewhere, you lose your phone. You have no more WW app right now. You're not going to be, you know yourself in your mind what are the 0 point foods. If you can't track at that moment, you'll still try to make better choices based on your learnings from WW. And that's what we're trying to tell people, we're trying to show you guys. If those moments where you're not even on program, say you quit WW, say you can't afford it and you quit. When you are going through your life going forward, you know what those 0 point foods are on all 3 plans. Or remember some of them.
It's so funny that you say that because we've met so many people who are no longer in WW to this day, but they know if they're feeling themselves go off track, let's say, and they're overindulging, they go back to their old habits of WW.
Yeah.
Everyone who's been a WW member does that.
But Arlene, you do have a sense of what the points are. You know fruits and vegetables are 0. So you do have a sense, most of us know most of the 0 point foods, and we know them because we've been doing this for 2 years, but some of you who've been doing this for a while, I'm not saying new members, it does take a while to get to this point, we understand that. But people who've been doing WW for a while, when you were on doing freestyle before, you know chicken is 0, you know that yogurt was 0, you know those items.
And don't forget, Arlene, these items are all in the app if you have the app.
Exactly.
Every single 0 point food and well displayed in the app. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom, it says 0 point foods on whatever plan you're on. It's in there, so it's easy to find. I think what ends up happening, and I don't want to sound mean or ignorant we as humans,
we've done this.
We are lazy.
Not just that.
Don't go look for the info sometimes.
But not just that. Sometimes we'll be like, oh, we're not tracking right now. Okay, whatever then. We'll just do whatever we want. Or my phone's dead. Oh, I can't track here. That's okay. I'll just do whatever I want. Whatever. But that's how we used to be. But now we're like, oh, we're not tracking. Okay, well I know that salad is 0. I'll have salad. I know that that's 0, and I know tonight I'm going to a cheesecake factory. I want cheesecake, so I don't want to have 2 big meals. So I'll plan out without using a tracker. I just know in my mind what those items I should be having that to help me balance my day, and that's what we're trying to let people understand.
Can you hit on that one there? I want to see what that's like there.
So
I find when I'm down,
No, I'm not saying about rude about it, Heather. I'm just saying I can understand what you mean by obsessed because we're pretty obsessed about working out. Like when we get into workouts, maybe more so than him because I kind of force him sometimes. Sometimes he wants to take a break and I say, "Come on, honey, you can do it," and he does. But we're not saying if you want to track all the time, it's a bad thing.
No, not at all.
We're saying that we're talking about situations where you can't.
But we're also talking about everybody is different.
Yeah.
If you are a tracker, don't ever stop that habit. That is an amazing habit to have. We wish we could be that adamant at tracking.
Yeah.
But
On
we had to
vacation,
find.
on any cruise we've ever been on, all those cruises we've
Never
done,
tracked.
we've never tracked. All those trips were all done by following our 80-20 rule.
Yeah.
80% of the day we ate healthy, 20% of the day we indulged, which was usually our dinners, or when we were in Europe, it was lunches because we were out in Europe, eating in Europe. So we did track that trip, but we made choices to make sure that our breakfasts were zero, our dinners were healthy, and our lunches were unhealthy. Or not as healthy as what we would have at other meals. But it worked that way, and we lost weight on that trip because we balanced. Even though we weren't tracking, we still made better choices, and that's all we're trying to show you guys.
That's it, and that's the thing is, you got to find what works for you in this program. And Donna over here on Facebook says, I find when I'm down, I don't care and I don't eat. So that's just as detrimental, and that is so true.
You need to eat, yeah.
And making sure, we've even noticed, and we've talked about it earlier this week, we have not been having breakfast. That is a huge no-no for us, because guess what? I bet you that's why my weight has not changed. And I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna start eating breakfast in the morning, and my body is going to change, even if it's a 0 point
We're
breakfast.
also gonna work out in the morning, which
Yes.
is gonna change everything. So as you guys, well, I guess we'll talk about this a bit now. So it's kind of upcoming news. So the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks, we've been working out after work at 5 and 6 p.m. doing 5 o'clock high intensity class. 6 o'clock we're doing a body. We realized that we want to visit some weekday WW workshops, and so to do that, it means we can't work out at night. So instead, next week we'll be doing it in the morning. So at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, we will be on Facebook working out, doing a high intensity class. If you guys want to join, you can watch it later. But if you don't, it's hard classes. So it's the ones that we do that are very difficult. So for some of you have watched us and said
It's going to be very hard for us to do it at 7 a.m., but we will.
But we
It'll
will.
probably give us energy for the rest of the day, which we love.
And then at 6 p.m., you guys can still join a body by following Antonetta's actual page. So if you comment below on Facebook and you need the link for a body for tomorrow, comment below and I'll go through the comment letter and actually include it. And that's at 6 a.m.
And I also love what Freaky Fit Wolf also said too, is when you're working out a lot more, everybody,
You get hungry.
Get more hungry. You need more fuel, so it's normal to want to eat. And I think we can't be afraid of that.
Yeah.
We really can't be afraid of eating when we are hungry.
So Sue Jones just asked a question which I kind of want to answer. We get asked that a lot. So how long did it take to lose your weight? So a Coles Notes version, Jean-Luc and Nick have been big since they were children.
Yeah.
At
I'm
the
going
age-
to have to make a caveat statement here because I made a mistake. I didn't realize. I've been telling everybody, I didn't really gain my weight till high school. Well,
we saw a
we
picture.
pulled a picture out of a memory box the other day, and I think I was 9.
And he was
or
big.
7, 8, or 9 when I was like, wow, I didn't have a neck.
So we know we've both been
since I was
overweight
young.
since you were about 8 or 9 years old.
Yeah.
Jean-Luc, I've actually been over 300 pounds back in university.
My highest was probably in the 290s, I would say, but I don't know. I've never weighed myself at that.
And we struggled with our weights. We joined Weight Watchers the first time in 2011. We walked in May 2011. We did not succeed right away. We joined multiple times. I lost 30, we came back in 2013, we lost more, came back. We kept yo-yoing through the entire process until 2018. That's the last time we rejoined, and we lost we both lost 100 pounds in 10 months.
But Arlene, you cannot compare you to us. That's the one thing that I'm going to tell you right there. So don't say we can't, you can't, you. You need to do you.
Yes.
You need to do what you're physically able to do. So don't say I can't exercise as much as you guys, because no, I can't exercise as much as him. And he can't do certain things that I can do.
Yeah.
So I don't want you to ever limit yourself. Do what you can do, and eventually, as you do it, it does become easier. And
That's
you
what
might be able to
we're
do
talking
more.
about, the challenge. A lot of people were like, I can't do the spell your name challenge. We had a lot of people like just be down on themselves and say, I can't do this. It's not about being able to do it. It's about trying something.
Yeah.
And if you can't do it right the first time, you getting up the first day and maybe walking 5 minutes in your home might be that first 5 minutes that leads you to walking 10K. Because for him, this guy right here, who could barely walk before because of his plantar fasciitis, he would avoid going out. Any event that we had to stand up at, we would avoid because he knew his foot hurt too much. And he started by walking at home through the pain. It was painful, and he did it through the pain. For months, for 2 months, we walked at home, just getting our step count and doing more and more every day as much as we could, walking in front of our TV, doing our laundry and walking, and eventually it got easier and better, and then his foot stopped hurting as much, and he got better and more mobility, and that's what happened with us. We did not get to where we are today.
I'm just reading what Arlene was saying too, is that she has a physical disability with her hip.
Then that makes a difference.
Which makes a huge difference, but don't forget, there's still ways of finding workaround workouts or workouts that work for somebody in your circumstance. So don't ever limit yourself in saying, I can't do something. Look on YouTube. Look for anything that you can do sitting, anything that you can do. Look for places that offer mobility for people with hip issues and things like that. There's got to be. Well, no, right now. No, but there might be videos. You know what I mean? There might be accessibility stuff. Yeah. I mean videos. So Zumba chair routines. I love that, Julie. That's fantastic.
So our moods have affected also
everything.
So the question we asked today in this whole Word of the Week was, how does your mood affect your journey, and how does your journey affect your mood? So that's one we want to talk about next. How does this journey how has it affected our mood, and how does it change who we are? So for me, my mood has been more positive, because every time we started WW, every time I started any diet before, anytime I've done anything, I've always assumed I would fail. And I think most of us in this chat right here, and I want you guys to say me, like I've thought of that many times. We both said it. When we started WW in 2018 the last time, we both admitted that we didn't think we would succeed again. We both thought, and that's why we didn't share pictures right away, because we thought if we started taking pictures and we failed again, people would laugh at us because it was like the 7th time we tried and we failed again. And so we were, see, me, and that's what I want, and so that's changed. The fact that
I still think I'm going to fail at things to this day.
But not as much.
No.
You just said it the other day. You said even though we've gained weight, you know you know what to do to get back.
Completely.
And that's what I mean by it's changed our mood in terms of the program. The program has changed how we feel that we can achieve certain things. It's made us feel that, it's possible to do this. And so we want to make sure you guys understand out there, we were where you are sitting right now. We were constantly trying to lose weight for years. From the age of 8 to the age of 34, I was overweight. I used to weigh over 300 pounds for 5 years of my life in university. And we did it. At the age of 34, I was able to do it. At the age of 41, he was able to do it. And it took us that long. It took him even longer because he started, again, it's age of 9 to 41. It took us years to be able to do this. So we're trying to just show you guys, don't give up, because we did all the time, and this time we just figured out how to make this sustainable forever, and it worked for us.
Well, the thing is when we say forever, we still live with the mentality of that we can fall on our faces anytime and go back.
Forgive ourselves.
No, but we still have in the back of our minds that we could let it go and go back to where we were, but we won't let ourselves get to that point.
Yeah.
We can't let ourselves get to that point.
Yeah, we make ourselves accountable every time.
We finally love ourselves enough not to let ourselves get to that point, I think.
And so that's what we want to make sure we leave with you guys with today on the topic of mood. Your mood will affect your journey, but your journey will also affect your mood. And so you need to make sure you're cognizant of all of this and that you realize it.
Balance.
And that one thing that kind of struck with me when we spoke to Lorraine today is she said something about how you want to learn. You learn things to be better at it. You learn things to become your career. And
you don't come out of the womb a doctor. You don't come out of the womb a lawyer.
It's the same thing with learning how to eat, guys. Yeah. Learning what's good for you, learning how to make a journey that works for you, how to tweak everything so that it's easy for you, so that you enjoy it. It's not going to happen overnight. You have to teach and learn that. You have to try and figure out, is this for me? And then you find out, no, it's not. And then try something else until something fits that happens and that works for you. If you have recipes you love and those work for you, then you're great. Find other things on the other aspects, your activity realm that you want to change. If it's a mindset thing, maybe look at meditation, try other things. Just try different things to see what can help you get through this and help you.
And I know this sounds funny and you're like, oh great, Jean-Luc, talk about cooking, but cooking really does influence you. So get in that kitchen and try out new recipes that are WW friendly, that have good points to them. Maybe that will bring you into the new you. Like find where you feel you have to, the place where you might need the most work sometimes is where you need to start with that mood boosters.
Yeah.
You know,
bring Casey right there just said it. We prefer eating like this. We enjoy these food changes more.
Yes.
And that's what we've done. That's why we enjoy our food more now than what we used to eat before. And that's what's changed. All these things have changed to make this.
Love that idea too, where Rosie says she's planned to make she used to plan to make one new thing per week.
Yeah, that's amazing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this conversation about mood. If you have any more questions, like if there's anything you guys want us to answer, if you have any more questions, just send us a personal message, even if you don't want it in the main chat.
Denise Man says, I want to try new recipes, but I'm afraid to fail. What are you afraid to fail at?
Fail. We failed at many recipes, guys.
We failed at this journey many times.
Yeah.
If you don't fail, you don't learn. You don't stop looking at it as a fail, looking at it as a stepping stone.
Yeah.
Change that fail to a stepping stone.
It's not even failure. It's
wasting food, but is it going to be wasted to the point where you are not going to be able to eat it? It might not be the best food that day, but maybe believe in yourself. I think that's another thing too.
And another thing we tell you is base yourself on existing recipes. That's a big trick that we use. We try to find a recipe that already exists, and then we'll swap out ingredients to try to make it healthier, and then we'll attempt it to see if it works. For example, when we tried Kodiak noodle pasta, we used a regular pasta noodle recipe and just replaced it with the Kodiak mix, and it was terrible. Like we tried it out, it was gross, but we tried it out, right?
So, hon, how long has it taken me to say I like my food?
Long time. I had to tell him all the time, and still to this day, he still says something like, people, hon, hundreds of people follow your recipes. Obviously, you're a good cook, and he still questions it. So
I do to this day.
Yeah.
I'm a lot more confident in my recipes now. Like I'll make a sauce, I'll be like, "Yep, I know that's gonna be good," or "I know this is gonna be good." Then there's sometimes I'm like, "I can't release this," and Nick's like, "Are you kidding me? This is yummy. It's delicious," and I'm like, "It's not perfect."
So if anybody looking for our recipes, they are on our website, and you want to find them, then just go to www.gaze.com/recipes. So www.gays.com/recipes, and it's all in there. All 71 recipes. I think I was about to say 72. One's coming up this week, but
thanks,
all
Christine.
71 recipes are there, so you guys can go check them out and try them out and try those ones out, because we know those are a lower point. We've worked on making them as low point as possible.
I will tell you this right away, everybody. When you cook, the mood you're in, it does have the biggest effect on the food you make. If you are in the kitchen and you are in a good mood and you are in a loving mood, your food is 12 times better.
And I'll point something out right now after you keep going.
Yeah, and if you are in a crappy mood or not that good of a mood, your food might not be so good. So go into that kitchen believing in yourself and believing that it's going to be good.
Yeah, and try it out.
Yeah.
So one thing I wanted to point out to to everyone right here, all of you guys right here in this window here are saying, you cook with love. What? You're an amazing cook. But you know what? I bet you in your lives right now, people tell you, oh, you're good at this. And in your mind, you don't believe it. They're just saying that. Oh, and that's not true. So we all do it. So I'm pretty sure you're all looking at yourself. I do that too. I'm guilty of that too. And so that's the thing, guys. We're not good at accepting compliments sometimes. Like I tell him all the time he's a great cook. All weekend I've been telling him he looks so thin. He looks like he's slimming out again. And he's like, no, I'm not. I'm like, I see you all the time. Like I see you visually every day. You look yourself in the mirror once every 2 minutes. Of course I'm going to see it, and he still doesn't believe me. So I know I've
learning to say thank you is a huge thing, and it took me a long time to say that. Learning to say that I was attractive and that I was good looking. It took me a long time to say that. I still have a hard time with that one, mind you. Yeah. But I know there's moments where I'm like, okay, I look okay right now.
Well, I'm actually liking my blue shirt today. I'm enjoying. I'm enjoying the working out, because I would say this. I'm enjoying I'm enjoying the cupcake instead of the muffin top.
Matilda,
I won't lie.
We saw you cooking yesterday, and we saw those little strawberries. Matilda made chocolate-covered strawberries that looked like carrots and bunnies, and they were adorable, absolutely adorable. And what were you drinking, by the way, Matilda, in your orange? It was orangey color, and it was in a wine glass. I don't know if it was a drink or if it was just like water.
Casey even said she sees the weight loss in both of us.
Oh, wow.
Like I told you, I see, like there's a difference, and I can feel it, and I know what it is. Even though our weights, Lynn said it's noticeable. Like I know, I can feel it. So it's weird how it works. My body's very weird, guys. I don't lose weight like he does. We're very different. I think we're kind of the same now.
That's awesome.
That's awesome, Freaky Fit.
Yeah, that's awesome, Freaky Fit. I'm so glad. And I've been seeing your posts on
I know what your name. I saw your name the other day because I was looking at you on Instagram and I saw your name. I was like, oh, I need to remember what his name is. I think it's Chris or something. I don't remember your name. So if you can say your name so that I can actually, instead of saying your Robbie, okay. Oh, like our friend Robbie. So cool. We have a friend named Robbie too, so that's kind of cool.
That's hilarious. Mindy's like, I'm watching you on YouTube, but I can't comment on YouTube, so I'm watching. Are you watching us on both? That's too funny.
So, goals. So, last week we set out a goal to post a picture of our dinners every day.
Yes.
And we achieved that. High five.
We did, and our
all
dinners were
7
yummy.
dinners. And guys, we will say this. We challenge you next week to post a picture of your dinner every single night. We're going to do something else next week, but we're challenging you to do it. You know why? It makes you accountable.
Well,
it made us accountable.
I was gonna say maybe do what we're doing, where it's post the meal that you struggle
Yes.
with the most.
Post your meal that you struggle with the most, because that's
And
what
we already just talked about what meal we struggle with the most right now is breakfast.
breakfast.
So we are posting ourselves having breakfast every day next week.
Yeah.
It's going to be the same breakfast that we've always
Every
had.
day.
Chicken, eggs, and
But we wanna be
a
accountable.
fruit, but we want to make sure we're eating it. We want to make sure that we're putting
And
that
if
in
we
our
don't
body.
post this, you guys will be like, "Where's your breakfast?"
Yes.
And we know, like, "Oh my God, they're asking for breakfast. We have to eat it now."
Yeah.
So it'll force us to actually eat. So Jane, if you have an issue with lunch, post your lunch every single day this week with your points, because we're gonna put our points as well. So that's what we're trying to encourage all of you this week. Track visually by posting your meals somewhere on any social media that you want. Connect. Actually, I've been loving seeing it on Connect. It's been fun. So, and use the hashtag what's for, and then whatever meal it is, what's for breakfast, dinner, lunch, whatever one it is. So, and we'll find it. So that's.
He's having a hard time with night snacking. That's what he had. This struggling. Yeah, night snacking is always hard. That's why we usually keep our points for our night snacks.
We eat a lot of 0-point foods throughout the day.
Yeah.
That's our go-to trick. I have 9 points left.
Someone
tonight,
earlier
though.
said they were buying an Apple TV so they can watch us on their big screen.
Oh.
I thought that was so cute. I'm like, wow.
Or I'm big enough on an iPad.
That's good. That's yeah. Protein shakes are great.
Oh, Patty sends her meals to everybody every day. That's great, and that's why we're gonna post ours, because by doing it we're gonna be accountable. So we'll be posting those starting tomorrow, Monday to Friday.
How many points do we keep for nighttime, Denise?
Depends on the day.
It depends on the day.
Weekdays we tend to save a lot. By the time we get to nights, I've only usually sometimes used 4 points during the week.
Yeah, we usually about 4 points, and we have 23 points per. No, 20. I'm at 28 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we eat a lot of popcorn.
Yeah, a lot of popcorn.
A
'cause it's
lot of popcorn.
high end content, low in point. That's
Yeah.
why we like it. It feels like you're eating a lot, but for less points, so it's good for us. The next thing we'll talk about is
Last week we released a recipe, and
Yes.
it was our
Denise
our turkey wraps.
Yes,
our
so
turkey burger wraps.
Denise was talking about it. She was watching it earlier. She said the turkey wraps, we've been doing it for a while. We love them. If you guys try it out, please post a picture and hashtag it WWGays and tag us. We like seeing when you guys try recipes, even if it's just in our group. If you don't want us to post it on public social media, even if it's on your personal profile on Facebook, because you guys can friend us on Facebook if you want. We accept any friends on Facebook because we find it's the best way to interact with you guys. And if you guys have to message us, it's just easier using Facebook Messenger. So you can definitely friend us on Facebook. This week, workouts in the morning.
Yes.
We're probably going to be doing a body on Thursday and Friday only this week because of our nighttime workshop schedules, weekday schedules. Wednesday, we're releasing another recipe for chicken parm. We took a picture of it last night. It was on our Instagram and on our Facebook account.
Does that answer your question?
Popcorn's ready. Who was asking?
We make it daily. Someone
Yeah.
asked, do you make your popcorn in bulk?
Still do.
Yeah.
We still do.
We
Always, all the time.
I know it sounds silly, but just by having it there, it makes it easily accessible. And then when we want something, we go to that instead of going to a chip.
Yeah.
Or going to like a cracker or something. I don't know why, but it really works for us.
Yeah.
I look headless. I'm the headless horseman in Facebook land.
So that's Wednesday's chicken parm. Saturday will be our next week's workshop is going to be delayed. We don't know if we're still having it. So next weekend is a little influx. Like we said earlier, we're planning something with WW. We don't know what date it is yet. So because of that, we don't know our days for Saturday, Sunday next weekend. All we know is that next Saturday night, someone's turning 43.
I am. So just letting you know about the popcorn. That is not Costco popcorn. It is white hull-less popcorn from Bulk Barn that we pop in our microwave with no oil. We pop it in the WW popper, and we throw it into a bin, and then we don't coat it with anything. 4 cups of popped unoiled popcorn is 3 points on blue and purple. No, on purple it's 0, on blue it's 3 points. We spray it with olive oil, our Bertolli olive oil spray, and then we either use the salt or we use the Colonel seasonings, the white cheddar or the ketchup or the dill pickle. And then that way it's just the regular points. Yes, I will be 43. What did he write?
I said
He's ignoring me. I'm not ignoring, but I wanted to talk about the popcorn before we forgot.
Yeah. So it's his birthday next weekend. So first on Saturday, we're actually having a dinner with family and friends. So we're doing that on Saturday night. But then at 8 o'clock, we will actually be doing a karaoke on Zoom. And guess what, guys? We actually bought Zoom today.
We bought Zoom today. We bought a month of Zoom. So no more kicking us out.
We will actually be able to be on the entire time we're on there to do karaoke.
Bev, you look fabulous. You don't need to worry about being 43 again.
So we will be doing karaoke next Saturday.
Yes.
We're most likely, if you want to sing, all we ask is that you find your own YouTube tracks to sing on Zoom, because we're going to have ours ready to sing. We could look for some for you too if you want.
Yeah,
we could definitely do that too. But
it might be harder to hear the song though.
Yeah.
It's just easier if you want to sing, and that way we mute everybody else and the cats are playing the song.
Of course, Rosie. Going on.
Audio's out, I guess.
Oh, are we back now? Hello.
Hello. Test 1, 2,
Can you hear us
3,
now?
4.
Can you hear me now?
We have no control. Okay, it's back. We have no control over that.
Okay.
Though. Sorry,
Okay.
guys. That's YouTube.
That's YouTube. So the thing I was saying is what we would recommend you guys do is make sure you join the event that we post on Facebook. So a lot of people, when they see the event, they don't mark themselves as going or interested. And what happens is if we post
The
these
brown
events,
paper bag works too. Yes.
if you don't post, if you don't join those events, that's where we post all the details, like the Zoom rooms and the Zoom room passwords. Or in our Facebook group, you guys can join there as well if you're not a part of our Facebook group. So be able to join the karaoke.
So it's it's going to be max out at 100, unfortunately.
Yes.
So after 100 people, there won't be anybody else allowed in. But we are just so that way we're not dealing with Facebook and the group. It'll be just a lot easier if we do this on Zoom.
Yeah.
And we won't be recording it or anything like that.
No, that'll be just this is just us to hang out with all of you guys. So.
Yeah, it'll be fun to have other people sing. You know me, I'll want to sing too. We'll try to figure out a way to create a list of singers.
Yeah, we'll figure out a way. It'll be our first time trying it, guys, so we don't expect to be experts at it, but we'll make it fun. We'll probably be
Carla,
silly.
happy birthday!
Carla's...
It's her birthday on next Saturday too.
Oh, cool.
How old are you going to be, Carla?
That's awesome.
And then Lynn is on the 21st. Yay, April birthdays are fun.
May birthdays are better.
Only Zoom for karaoke?
No, so karaoke will be on Zoom and Facebook.
Yes.
So it'll be on both. Facebook will we think Facebook might ding us.
Cut us out
sometimes. That's what happens. Even when during a dance party, it ended up cutting everyone off because of copyright issues. So, my husband would say Jean-Luc. Say June, Nick. He has to say June. I always love my birthday. My birthday's in May, and I love my birthday. But you love yours
Awesome,
too.
Carla. That 47, that's fantastic.
So
he's at the end of May. He's May 28th.
Yeah, May 28th. I'm a Gemini. So next Sunday.
Joe's a May baby too, he says.
So Sunday's live show, and next Sunday is going to be, the word of the week is...
The word of the week is refocus.
Refocus.
Karaoke is going to be starting at, I thought
8.
we said 9. Though.
8.
Oh,
No,
okay.
8.
8.
8 p.m.
8
Eastern
p.m.
time. So 9 p.m. Atlantic, 3 p.m., 5 p.m.
So someone was asking what Zoom is. Zoom is a
chat platform.
A chat platform, but that allows multiple people to call in. So it's like a conference room. So
Yes,
you can download it for free. You can download it for free, and then on the day of, go join our Zoom chat. I'll be married 45 years on the 26th. Oh, congratulations, Bev. That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's kind of like Skype. It does. It allows you to
Yeah,
have
it's
multiple
kind of like
people.
Skype.
So that's next Sunday. Like we said, next Saturday, Sunday workshop visits. We don't know yet. We'll figure it out when we know what happens with, and then same with our live
workshop too.
Yeah, I don't know. We said next weekend's live. We're not doing it all.
No.
So because of Jean-Luc's birthday, next week's live workshop during Saturdays, the ones we usually
the 3 p.m. one.
We've decided to just forego for 1 week. Just for his birthday. I know you guys love them. I understand, but we just want one day just to get Jean-Luc to have.
Maybe we'll just go live for my birthday.
Yeah,
and,
we'll just say hi to people.
Say hi for a bit. We'll see.
We'll see. But that's it for today.
I know. Someone was asking about if you were gonna make me dinner for my birthday. Who's making me dinner, honey?
He's making himself dinner.
I'm making my own dinner for my
I'll
birthday.
help. I'm not a good cook, and
he is a good cook, but.
But he wants Chinese food, and we're making it ourselves. So we're gonna be making our 1-point chicken balls. We're gonna be making some fried rice, most likely, or fried quinoa.
That is not a main road behind us, by the way. This is the roof of the townhouses, the condos that are behind us.
That's our courtyard. But back there's the hospital. That's where IKEA is, and there's no traffic because everybody's at home.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a birthday cake. I don't know what I'm gonna make yet. I have no clue. I don't know if it'll be a healthy birthday cake or if it'll be a decadent birthday cake. I'm at home, so it'd be fun to make something fun. But
hey, we've been good. We've been drinking, and we've had the same bottle for 2 weeks now, and we've been able to track it. We've been tracking every single drink. It's amazing.
Funfetti would be a great cake to make because we have all the colorful sprinkles, so I could make myself
your own base because you can make cake.
Yeah, I know how to make cake with flour and sugar.
Anyways, we thank you all for watching us today. If there's any more questions, please ask away. Otherwise, we'll head out for the night, right?
Yeah.
We actually stayed on a lot longer than I thought we would today. But the topic was an important one. And actually, there's something we talked about during the workshops. I want to reiterate again for everyone.
What's that?
Remember that you are flawsome.
Yes.
You're not perfect. You are flawsome.
We are all flawsome, and this is a WW word. WW has used this multiple times, and I want people to start using it and remember that. Being flawsome is what makes us all real. You know, I honestly think one of the biggest moods we need to embrace is
love.
In reality, just being you. Be you. Don't let anybody else tell you who to be or what you want to be. Yeah. You be you and find the love that you need to find in yourself.
And the reason we say this, guys, is because we've been saying to all the workshops we've been visiting this weekend. You'll be doing this journey. You make yourself a plan while we're all isolated. Make yourself a plan. You might not be able to do the plan every day. Some days you might throw that plan out the window, but you know what? The next day, when you need help, that plan will be there for you and ready to help you out to keep going.
Definitely.
And that's what we want to tell you guys about. Make yourself a plan to just plan your day out. Plan what you want to do. And then if eventually you do fall, you have something to come back to. And then try it again. If you fail again, try and try again. Yeah. Remember, 9 years old, 34. 9 years old, 42, 41. It took that many years for us to succeed. So it takes time, it takes determination, it takes moves up and down, it takes roller coasters and flat tires and driving off the cliffs and quarantines, but you'll do it and your body will be happy and you'll just love life because we do now. Well, maybe we still love life, but we wish we weren't stuck here, but
you know what? We are home.
Oh no, we can't use that word anymore. We can't use the word stuck here anymore because
it's not stuck, and we are at home safe.
Yeah,
that's important. We are at home.
Yeah,
safe.
And again, to Dawn and Richard, heart goes out to you guys.
Goes out to you.
And I think Arlene was saying that she's also had people affected as well. So anybody else who's been affected by anything, our love goes out to you. And yes, I know Kim was saying, if you guys can please like the video. I know people laugh at me because I ask it, but it does help us out. It helps us on YouTube to help our ranking, even on Facebook. So if you guys like this today, please like it and share it with other people because that's how...
So Kim, go back into, if you look at our January videos on our YouTube page, a lot of our stuff is about refocusing. The very couple of first weeks of videos are mind, body, and soul, and all about refocusing. So we might bring out those videos this week and sometime, since next week's our refocus.
Maybe I'll repost them as flashbacks or something.
Something like that. I just thought of that right now.
So thanks everyone for watching.
Thank you so much, everybody. You know, happy Easter. Have a great night. Go enjoy a movie with your family. Go enjoy some TV. Go enjoy reading a book, playing a game. Think about, oh, you're so welcome, Arlene. And Arlene, honestly, I know you can do this, even with the different abilities that you have, you can still reach for the stars and do anything you put your mind to. Don't let anyone tell you you can't.
Yeah, that's what we want to tell you guys. That's what we always try to tell you guys is you can.
Dance like nobody's watching. I
Dance
love
like
it.
nobody's watching.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye, everybody. We're gonna dance like no one's watching.
Dance, 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 shake the booty. And
Hello.
we're wearing shorts again.
Yes, we're wearing shorts.
wearing
I'm gonna
shorts.
dance. I'm gonna dance
You're not really on the screen though.
Oh, they can see me.
Oh yeah, they can.
Oh.
It was better there.
Yeah, I know.
Bye everyone.